So, good afternoon. It's like 11:05, so it's still morning time, but I don't know if you can hear that. I was in the bedroom folding laundry, and I heard this little peeping sound, and we have baby quail that hatched. Now, I'm very happy to have one hatch because last night we lost power. Today is day 16, so this is hatch day. We lost power last night, and when the power came, we lost it for like 2 hours. When the power came back on, I guess let me back up. This part, when you go into lockdown, is super important to keep your temperature and your humidity like maintained. And we lost power in the middle of the night. And I knew immediately, I thought, I hope we don't lose it long enough. But once it came back on, the humidifier turned, or the incubator turned back on, and the temperature shot up to 119 degrees in the incubator when I got up. And I was devastated. I thought, oh my gosh, we've just lost every single one of these because it's entirely too high. The humidity was like 99%. So we have one. That's encouraging. My hope is it didn't do any damage, and we have 24 in there, so hopefully all of them or most of them will have hatched. But I wanted to show you guys. I'm really excited. I don't know that you guys can appreciate how tiny this little guy is. I mean, teeny, teeny tiny. We hatched out. We have silky babies that we've hatched often, and they're so little, but I have never in my life seen something this tiny that's come out of an egg. I would say that the baby's like less than 3 inches. It is adorable. It really is cute. So anyways, I'll keep you posted. Hopefully we have more that hatch. Like I said, the temperature is back down to like 96.2, 97, 95. There's like, you know, the calibration of the thing that we put in there. The temperature's not always right, but it's staying steady. I've got 90% humidity, so I think we're gonna be good. I just hope when that happened, it didn't ruin everything. I guess when the power went off and it came back on, the incubator just went wiry for a second. I should have gotten up and changed it, but it was in the middle of the night, and we'd already lost power for like 2 hours, and I was exhausted because I was awake the entire time, so I didn't come and check on it. So fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted.
What's up, everybody? So since Shanna shot that video earlier today, I think we're at 4 quail that have hatched out so far. So it's great news, and it looks like we got a few more that are hopefully about to hatch out. Going down here to check on animals, and I got a project I need to knock out. If you've been watching much here lately, that's the story of our lives, is getting projects done. But I feel like we're finally on the downhill side. I want to show y'all this. Anybody know what's wrong with that picture? The meat chickens have figured out they can get through that little crack in the gate right there. I was working today out of my shed office right there, and had the door open because it was nice outside, and saw them running around the yard. So for right now, it's not a big deal. Our laying hens have seen them and haven't really messed with them, so they're gonna get big enough here soon that they won't be able to get underneath there anyway. So, and if you open the gate and kind of walk around on the other side of them, they'll go right back in there. So we have had a crazy amount of rain over the last few days, and see, the garden has water standing in between the rows. Our silky pen is nasty, and the pig pen is disgusting. I mean, it is bad. But the pigs don't seem to mind one little bit. Do y'all? The other pig must be around the corner over there in his little shelter there. And speaking of that, that's what we're going to work on today, is getting them a bigger shelter that we can put out here. You know, we've never had pigs that have rooted quite this much, but we never had 3 pigs either. So but they're as happy as can be. I mean, they're just, every time we come out here, they come up to you, want to be petted. Seem really happy. Once this dries out a little bit, I'll rake it out a little bit and get it leveled back up a little bit, and then you know, I'm sure by this summertime, when they're ready to go to the processor, it's going to be hard as a rock in there. It'll be summer and everything will be dried out. So the project for today, that's the roof that we took off of our chicken coop that used to be in here where our pig pen is now. So we saved that on purpose. Didn't know exactly what we were going to do with it, but I think it's going to make a great roof for a shelter for the pigs. So I'm going to take it up there to my shop, get some wood. I got still got a little bit of the leftover Home Depot lumber that we got on clearance for like 70% off. Got a little bit of that, and we're going to take it up there and we're going to make them something out of, you know, scraps and what we have left over from when we did our shed office build and stuff. So get it up there and we'll get started.
Look at that.
Well, I got her done. She for sure ain't gonna win no beauty contest. May add, Shannon is worried about siding around it for them. We don't have any cold rains left. We're past that point in the year, so if they do get a little wet underneath there when they're getting rained on, it's not gonna hurt them. This for me is mainly just to keep have them a place to have shade. Their pen back there is very well shaded throughout the day as well. There's trees along that back tree line and our back fence line, and that keeps shade back there as well. So this is just an extra place for them to get in and out in the shade. So cuts aren't perfect. This is all either wood that we had from leftover projects, or some of the wood we bought at Home Depot on the 70% off rack. Don't even know if we're going to paint it or not, to be honest with you. This is a temporary thing. I would like to get a better, more permanent type shelter for the pigs that we have in the future. So this will probably just be used for these pigs this spring, and then after that, most likely we'll upgrade. So, but I'm happy with it. It'll get the job done. So we got a few more chores to go down and do real quick before bedtime.
Here's all.
You need bird feed, chicken feed?
The game bird feed, yes. Can you see Reed? So, our meat birds, you know that we put them out in a dog pen, I guess you could call it. I have scraps for the pigs. Anyways, they can escape, so they've been all over the yard. I don't really care. The big chickens don't seem to care either, which is would be our main concern, but the next day or two they're not even going to be big enough to get out. I was just telling about our escapee chickens.
Yeah, I was showing them earlier.
So we're about to go down and do some chores. We have had like 4 inches of rain in the last 48 hours, so it's a muddy mess. It's my workhorse. He's very cute doing it though. See, there they all are. Well, that's half of them. The other half, they choose to stay put up. Like I said, I don't really care. I was worried about hawks getting them, but I apparently, from what I've understood of hawks, because you guys know we've had hawks problems in the past, they do it more in the fall and the winter when the green is gone away because they can see better. So I don't know. Hopefully nothing gets them.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the point now where, you know,
they pick it to your...
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
Nasty, nasty pig. You think they're growing?
I think so. What do y'all think? Think they look like they're getting bigger? It's hard to tell when you see them every day. But then we'll go back and watch videos, you know, and then you'll realize that they're bigger. But we've been feeding them 100% of our scraps. Nothing food waste is going into the trash can at all. We're even bringing stuff out here to them that they may or may not eat, like lettuce and stuff like that. But
they have no, they eat all of it.
But they're doing pretty, yeah, there's not much.
Potato peels.
Yeah, there's not, ooh.
They like biscuits. I need to pour it out further so they don't fight over it right there.
Yeah.
But they're waiting to be fed too. They know that you come out with...
They're very, compared to the other meat birds we had, they're a lot more social.
Yeah, very much. Raining, I think.
Get in there, little birds. Get in there. Sky, get back.
Is that all of them?
Yeah. You want to lock them in there for tonight?
No. I'm trying to find a piece of wood to go in front of that so they can't escape. Just when we... It's not the greatest, but...
I don't know if that's gonna work, man.
Well, it was color in my mind.
You could have got a chicken.
That's alright. Mini chicken nugget. We need something right there. DIY chicken feeder. I guess I should bring it here. Satisfaction is when you pull the feed zipper and it comes off. Ooh, that feed smells different too.
That's enough.
I think so. That may come out easier, that feed. It's not quite as...
This time of year, we look like real homesteaders. Look, we got animals everywhere.
I know. I'm sure somebody will find a reason to say we're not.
I think to be a real homesteader, you're supposed to have alpacas.
Well, I know we're real homesteaders because we're both wearing mud boots. And I see a lot of homesteaders wearing mud boots all the time.
So that makes us real homesteaders.
Yeah.
Not alpacas, just mud boots.
Just mud boots.
Mud boots. Shanna's mud boots were sponsored by High C.
I love them. I'll just leave this out because I'm going to take it out tonight.
We need to have High C send you some women's ones. Those are men's, but I mean, you like them, but
Yeah, they fit just fine.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, shoot. They all kind of like bunched together. Sunday, they were able to squeeze through those holes. And they can't.
Yeah.
They're much easier than the other ones.
The other ones, we raised them in that chicken tractor right there the entire time, and we had to move it every day, and it was nasty.
Well, and this time we specifically looked for free rangers.
Yeah.
We wanted them to be more foraging and like our regular birds.
So if they end up, our idea here is that our little pen we have for them, which is pretty good size for meat chickens. These are more of a free ranging type meat chicken, but if they end up wearing this grass down in here too much, we can just move this pen anywhere we want to on the property.
The chickens left me a surprise. That they broke.
So if y'all saw in one of our last videos, we went and bought some bulk feed. It's a peanut Milo based feed, and pigs seem to like it. Need to check their feeder here. A little, get off me, bro. Get off. He wants to be around me, but when I pet him, he doesn't like it.
They can't walk.
Okay, so an update. It has been It's
This
been,
one's eyes.
yeah.
Gone. Does it not
When
look
they
like
just
eyes?
hatch, they take a. It was a lot of work for them to come out of the eggshell, so they look really tired and they rest a lot. These 3 turkeys, that one in the middle was the first one out.
And it's up all day.
It was probably like, he came out at like 11:30 and it's 6 now. So he is so funny because he'll go to wherever the side of the incubator you're on, he'll go there. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have 2. I don't know if you can see them. They're kind of behind that one that's kind of going over the egg. You can kind of see the head and that one bobbling. Those 2 hatched probably in the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes.
They're so cute.
We have 24 in there. We have 5 out successfully. So hopefully.
He's like looking at me.
Yeah, he goes wherever, like he likes the interaction. So we got a variety of the eggs. And so some of them are black and some of them are yellow. So be fun to see how many we get total.
Oh, that one's hatching. Wait, this one's hatching. Look, zoom in the camera. See it?
Oh yeah.
It's hatching.
Yep, you can kind of see it. You know what the cool thing is, Easton?
What? He's like, get him.
When the first one hatches, it peeps and makes noises. And it encourages the other ones to come out of the shell.
Wait, that one's.
See
that
how they're all
that
hatching
one just
really
flipped
fast?
over. That one just flipped over.
Yeah.
He's trying to help him out. He's like pecking at it.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go outside real quick. You may or may not know, but Tobin roped all through high school. He team roped. I don't know, do they know that?
Probably not.
Some of y'all know.
I haven't talked about that in a long time.
But, monkey see, monkey do. So.
They know I have stitches in my head.
No. We didn't know if you wanted to tell them. Do you want to tell them? You don't have stitches. What do you have?
Well, I have staples.
Yeah.
I don't care. You tell them.
So we'll go back to that. Reed has a roping club at school, and now he is all things roping. And his dad is not mad about it.
I need somebody to sponsor us with a good roping dummy though, because this is Reed's great grandfather's coming out in him.
So he has Tobin's rolling mat, I guess, for under the car, and then this is his.
I made this in 5 minutes. So.
Out of scrap wood, he concocted this, and it rolls. So, yes. So back.
My loop wasn't big enough.
So back to what happened with Reed. He's at Hayden's house.
You gonna show him, or is it too graphic?
No, it's too graphic.
You can show him.
No, no, people don't appreciate that. I would not appreciate that.
Dad can put like a disclaimer before, like this. I don't know.
So, Hayden's been on our channel before. It's Reed's best friend. They're currently moving, and he was over at their house. They had taken apart one of the beds, stood up the side rails. It's a solid wood bed, so it's not like cheap furniture, but solid wood rail. They stood it up on the wall, and Reed and Hayden were sitting there playing Xbox on the floor, just resting from moving, and by no one being there or touching it, the piece of wood fell and hit him.
Like slid down the wall.
Slid down the wall and like karate, like right in the top of his head.
It didn't go down the wall. It actually just hit me right in the head.
Well, I mean, it came off of the wall and hit you. Hayden calls me. Luckily, his mom is a nurse, knew exactly what to do, and started putting pressure on it. Hayden called me and said, Reed has a cut in his head. He's bleeding everywhere. So I got there as quick as I could, and sure enough, he was sitting on the front porch. There was blood everywhere, down his face, back of his shirt, everything. Thankfully, our pediatrician owns an urgent care. Both of our pediatricians, we have 2. Shout out to Dr. Adams and Whitney, 2 of the best pediatricians on the planet. Anyways, we luckily they have an urgent care, so I called up there and they got us in quickly, and Whitney put 2 staples on the top of his head. So He was in a lot of pain last night, and we had storms rolling in, so we didn't get much sleep. He made it all day today, well, until like 1 o'clock from at school, and then he needed to come home. He just needed rest. But now, in the last like couple hours, the pain has gone away, and he feels almost completely back to normal, other than just touching it. But yesterday it was like throbbing all over his head, so that's good news. So I guess it's healing okay. She told us he can play ball this weekend. He has to have the staples taken out in 5 days, but he was like, I have a tournament this weekend. She's like, it's fine, just come in on day 7. So next Monday we're gonna go have him taken out. So anyways,
You don't want it swinging up here like this, and you really don't want to be back here like this. Be right here like this.
no,
I'm videoing you. I'm hatless with glasses on.
I know, but I have my jammies on.
Shanna's in her jammies. We went in, had Taco Tuesday.
Hey! I didn't even realize that.
Well, I didn't either till just now.
Look at me, I meant to do that.
We had tacos. I'll get my shoes on, sorry. Got everybody, all the kids lined out and ready for bed, and we're coming out to check on animals and put animals away and all that kind of stuff. I will not video certain areas of you, I promise. Gonna go put the meat chickens up. Whew, we had what's today? May 3rd? It's not May 3rd when you're watching, but it's May 3rd now when we're videoing, and we had a little cool front blowing last night, and it is chilly.
It's supposed to, I think, get down in the 40s. Like, what in the actual world?
Yeah, it's chilly. Look, they saw us coming and they all went up.
Well, that was easy. Sorry, y'all don't get to eat all night. We're rationing y'all.
We decided to. We were watching another YouTube channel that raises a lot of animals, and they were saying that they do 12 hours on feed and 12 hours off for their meat chickens, so we're trying that. So
Not because they're feeding a lot, just because.
it's just, yeah, just so it gives them a break.
Because
'Cause-
they are free ranging
Yeah.
too.
You gonna put that up?
Yeah, I don't want to get if it a pop-up shower. It's rained the last 2 nights.
Yeah. The Silkies still aren't used to their new coop, and they don't really know how to get in there yet, so we would have to help them every night get in there.
But you're okay.
I'm gonna go around this way.
Chili! Chili!
What was that?
He's a little nervous. Psychopath. Look at him.
All right, close it out.
We're going to bed.
Yeah, we've got 7 quail,
So far, out of
Yep.
24.
so we have to take them out by tomorrow in the morning, and
See if the rest of them hatch.
yeah, they at the rate they're going, they'll, if not all, almost all of them will be hatched in the morning. So taking them out and then get them on the out in our brooder, and then eventually outside. Meat chickens are doing good. What else?
That's it. I mean, a lot of big changes. Well,
Yeah.
not changes, but a lot of things happening.
Yep.
We brought a lot of animals on the property in like a 5-day span, it feels like.
Yep.
Which is more than we've ever had on the property.
Yeah.
We've had 8 or 9 chickens and 1 pig at the most at one time. And we've got 6 laying hens, 4 silkies, 3 pigs, 14 meat birds, and hopefully 24 quail.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
2 dogs, 3 kids, 2 adults.
And
On 1 acre.
yeah, all on 1 acre. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe, follow, and we'll see y'all again.
Bye.